Hello everyone! I am back from Korea and I'm going to talk about all the things that I liked, disliked, or noticed. So I went to Korea around May, June, and I think that is the perfect time, or you go in April, to kind of explore Korea without it being so humid and hot. Because right now, like in July season or August, it's definitely very humid, very hot, and it's rainy. So I would suggest going to Korea earlier in the year than later, because especially in the winter, it is way too cold to go outside. The first thing I would say about Korea is that there is so much to do. There are escape rooms that you can go to. There's so many like friend activities and couple activities that you can do. And these places are usually open until very late, so you can stay out with your friends for however long you want. So I personally went to go bowling, and I'll show the clips over here. I personally went to go bowling and we went to so many pubs. So a very normal thing for Koreans to do is go bar hopping basically. But it's not really like just bars, they have really, really good food. In my opinion, it's way more affordable than American pubs and bars, because in America, I've heard people get charged like $20 for like 1 to 2 shots. And that's actually crazy to me. But in Korea, you can get so many different kinds of food. They have a huge menu, even in pubs, and so many different kind of drinks. And you just drink and then just go to the next one, drink, go to the next one. And I kind of love that because it's a different environment every single time, and it's a different vibe, and it makes it way, way more fun. We went to 2 escape rooms. Ones that I like are like horror escape rooms. So we went to one of those. Did not succeed a single time, but it's okay. And a huge thing in Korea, obviously, is skincare. I've only been to Olive Young for skincare and just like certain beauty shops in Jeju Island. I went so often and I bought so much that my cousin said I should just open up an Olive Young store here in America. Honestly, not a bad idea, right? But yeah, I went so much skincare shopping. If you go to like very touristy areas like Myeongdong, I'll like put all the pictures here. If you go to like Myeongdong or Gangnam or Hongdae, all these places you can find so many stores that have really cute things, and I swear they have everything. They have like phone grips, they have croc like accessories, they have hair bows, hair ties, they have earrings, they have so many stuff. In my opinion, they are so cheap, you guys. Like I bought maybe like 15 things, and it consisted of like cute keychains. I'll put videos over here. There were things like phone grips, and then I actually bought a lot of keychains. I think I bought like 6 keychains, and then I bought 4 hair clips, and the hair clips are actually really cute. And I bought 3 earrings. So all of those together were about 15 items, and it costed around 32 dollars USD. I know it's a popular misconception that Seoul is like the hot place to go, and I'm not gonna lie, Seoul does have so many places that you can go, but there are places outside of Seoul that are also so beautiful that I definitely recommend. There's a place called Daegu, and I'll put the videos right here of what we did. So Daegu's like city area is kind of like Hongdae a little bit. It's similar, where there's like a bunch of stores and a bunch of different things that you can do. We would go play in the arcade, we played in the batting cage, and my uncle actually lives in Daegu, and this is the amazing view that we had from his place. And it is honestly beautiful and so underrated, you guys. Like Seoul, yes, there's so many things to do, but the more beautiful places like Daegu, and I also went to Daejeon. And if you know, there's a show called Girls on Fire, where it's a singing competition TV show in Korea, and I think it recently is ending or is coming to an end. And my cousin that I visited in Daejeon is actually in that show, and she got into top 10, which is super cool. And I'll link her Instagram right here if you guys want to go check her out. She's amazing. She's very talented. and she's very adorable. Like, she'd love it if you guys gave her some, showed her some support. But anyway, Daejeon was also amazing. Like, every time I go to Daejeon, I tell my aunt, I'm like, oh my god, like, Seoul, there's so many things to do, but in Daejeon, like, it is so pretty. It's filled with like fluffy greenery. Like, there's like mountains on mountains on mountains, and the air just smells so much more fresh. And it was honestly really beautiful, and it takes me aback every single time I visit there. I actually went to the beach and went zip lining with my aunt, and this place had amazing food. The restaurant was really pretty, that we went to. The scenery was really pretty. There's a lot of places for you to take very, very cute photos. And when we were ziplining, it was actually really fun. It was amazing. It was so funny. We couldn't stop like giggling and laughing. So, and you get to go with two people. You get to be attached like this. So if you do have a friend or a significant other that you'd want to go with, this activity was super, super fun. It's short, but very cool. And it was only 30 bucks for both of us, which is not bad. There was this huge park that we went to in Daejeon where there were so many people, and they even do like water shows. And people, there's like a separate bike lane that people can bike in so it doesn't run into civilian. I don't know, it's like an arch, and it's like lit up with like these beautiful lights, and there's bridges, and there's places like, it was just really cool. There's a lot of cool things there. Like, they have like a music floorboard thing where you stand on it and it plays like a note, and then you could do it with your family or friends. And that was really cool. The only thing is there are a lot of bugs. So it was a little hard for me because I have a phobia of bugs, but it was still really nice and very enjoyable. And the walk felt really nice at night. I'm sure some of you are wondering about cosmetic procedures, and this is in no way am I like being like, yeah, go get like stuff done. But for me personally, I did get some stuff done. I got lip filler, and then I got masseter Botox. The lip filler was around, it was around $400 to $450 USD. But also I got it done in Gangnam, which is one of the most expensive, like, that is like the plastic surgery utopia. So everything in Gangnam is pretty expensive. You could definitely find places that are more cheaper, like that are not in Gangnam, but they are known to be the best there. I think they did a really good job. I think I got 1 milliliter done, and it's not too obvious, and I think they managed to do it in a really good way where it looks very natural. And I have never gotten like lip filler done in America, so I don't really know how well they do it here or how affordable it is. But in Korea, there's way cheaper options. I got the German filler done, so that's why it was a little more expensive. But if you get the Korean filler, it's around like, it ranges from around $80 to $200, which is way more affordable. It just doesn't last as long. And I also got masseter Botox, and the thing is, I don't really notice a difference with the masseter Botox that they did. So masseter Botox is like Botox that they inject into your jaw, like muscle, because I tend to clench and grind my teeth a lot when I sleep. So every time I'd like open my mouth, it'd feel like really tense and tight. So that's why I wanted to get the Botox to kind of relax that muscle, so I stopped grinding my teeth. And this personally for me didn't change much about my appearance, I don't think, but I'll put a picture of before before getting the Botox and right now. Let's do a side by side. I did notice that my muscle here isn't as tense as before, which is what I was going for. So I think, like, even if it didn't change anything, I just wanted to stop grinding my teeth. So that really helped. Those are the only two procedures I did get done. I'll put the total price that I spent on my lip filler and masseter Botox right here. But in my opinion, like, if you want to get any major surgery done and you can't find any good ones in America, trust me, Korea is so good for plastic surgery. So if you can, I suggest spending or investing into an airplane ticket and just getting it done in Korea, because it's honestly, the total cost will probably be cheaper, still including with the flight and like amenities and stuff, than America getting a big procedure done here. Overall, I loved going to Korea. There are so many cute clothing stores or like jewelry stores or trinket stores, and there's so much to do with your friends, and like the cafes there, you guys, that is the thing I miss the most. The cafes there are open until late because college or high school students, they study until very late, so most cafes are open until pretty like 11 p.m., 10 p.m. And the cafes there are so cute, and honestly, I live in SD, and I don't know if this is true for everyone, but America has been getting expensive, you guys. For like one cup of coffee, or let's say boba, you want to get boba, I pay around like $6 to $7 for one boba. And that is insane to me, because when I came back from Korea, I was like, oh my god, like I just need to never drink anything until I get to Korea because everything's so expensive. Overall, I had such a great time in Korea, especially in Jeju. Thank you so much for watching, and if you guys have any questions about Korea, please do let me know. You could DM me on my Instagram, which is right here, or you could just put it in the comment section and I'll definitely read through them and maybe make another video on it. But yeah, I wanted to do a skincare haul of everything I got. Just a disclaimer, this skincare isn't gonna work as well for everybody as it does for me, because for me, I do have very sensitive, oily skin. So I did get skincare to kind of help with that, with my skin type. So if this doesn't work for you, please, I'm not a dermatologist of any kind. Just keep that in mind. Some of these products may not work for you as it did for me. Okay, let's get started. I don't know about you guys, but I have seen this all over TikTok. It's the Rido shots. People call this micro needling in a bottle. And so I had to get one. I got the 100 and then the Rido shot 100 and Rido shot 300. This is the 300. And I'm using the Rido 100 right now. It doesn't hurt at all. It just tingles when you put it on, even the 300. I don't know about 500 though. But I use 100 daily, and at first it does take some getting used to, but I do think I like this product. It does seem like it hydrates my skin, like the skincare steps that I do after does absorb into my skin a lot better. I expected it a little bit to help with some of the smaller bumps on my face since it's, you know, micro needling in a bottle, but I still have like some small bumps on my face, and maybe it's because I haven't been using it like for long enough. I've been using it for about a month or so. I think it's good in helping the skincare steps after kind of absorb into your skin, but other than that, I don't think it really helps with small bumps or like blemishes, stuff like that. But that might, yeah, that was the case for me. It may not be for you, but that's my experience. We have a lot more to get through. If you're into Korean skincare, I'm sure you know this brand, Round Lab. This is the Round Lab cleanser, but this is specifically a Cica cleanser. So what a Cica cleanser is, or caters to, is more for people with rosacea. And I do have, you can't see under my makeup right now, but I do have pretty bad rosacea. So I wanted to see if this will kind of help repair my skin barrier and help with that. I haven't tried it yet, but I'll update you guys in a few weeks, months, because I do have a lot of skincare I'm using already right now. But if you guys do want to see results or like see how I feel about it or how I like it, definitely leave a comment below, because I will. My cat's going insane. And if you want me to try it out, I'll definitely try it out earlier so I could tell you guys the results and how I like it and stuff like that. I got this matching serum that's supposed to help a lot with rosacea skin. And if you guys know, like, rosacea isn't something that you can like fix very, very fast. It takes so many years to repair your skin barrier, and I have been doing K-Skin for a while now, but I haven't really noticed any changes in my rosacea. So I decided to try getting this serum to kind of help with that. I haven't tried this yet. If you want to see, if you have rosacea skin and you want to see if it works, let me know, because I can definitely try this out. And I've been seeing this product all over TikTok, and I had to get it It's the Mixun Bean Essence, and I'll put all the pictures right here. This bean essence I heard can be acting or act as a hydrating serum or an exfoliator. Basically how this works is you put on your skin. If you want to exfoliate, you just rub it into your skin, and then you'll eventually see like the dead skin cells that come off. And apparently it's really good for sensitive skin. So I haven't used this yet, but if you want to see a review, as like I said earlier, let me know and I'll try it out. I did get another brightening serum. I haven't really heard of this brand before, and I haven't used it yet because I have a brightening serum I'm using right now that I want to see if it works. But it's called Toning Vita 20% Brightening Serum by Bring Green. I heard that brightening serums aren't good in like brightly colored bottles, which is why I don't try to use the Goodall serum anymore. So I wanted to try this one. It looks darker, like brownish orange, and hopefully this does work better. It comes with a tiny version as well that you can put on like toner pads. We'll see how this one goes. I've been saving the best for last. This toner pad brand, it's by Mediheal. They have a bunch of different toner pads for different skin concerns. But I did use the blue one before and it works wonders. It actually did help with the blemishes on my skin. It helped with gently exfoliating my skin as well. I do have oiliness, so I do get like small bumps here and there. I thought the Mediheal toner pads were actually really helpful in hydrating and exfoliating the skin. I heard the tea tree one is really good for building skin barrier, so I am going to try this one and see how it works. But this brand is very, very well known. If you are new to skincare or to Korean skincare and you want to try out new things, I would definitely recommend the first toner pad you try to be one of the toner pads from Mediheal. And I know this is an extra step, but what I like to do is I have a skincare fridge and I put the toner pads in there and my serums in there. And the way, like at the end of the day, let's say you take off all your makeup, the best feeling is putting one of those cold toner pads on your face and just like relaxing, because I put them on for around like 5 to 10 minutes. Like I just do something else while I have the toner pads on, like read and drink tea or something. It's like a mini face mask. It's like when you're too lazy to do a full face mask, you put one of these babies on and it is absolutely wonderful. It feels amazing. So I can rave and rave and rave about toner pads, and I've tried a lot more than this one and I've been really, really liking it. So if you guys want to see a review of all the toner pads that I've done or that I've used, definitely let me know, because with toner pads, I definitely go through that stuff really quickly. So I have a lot of toner pads that I've tried using, and I know which ones are good, which ones are which ones are mid, and stuff like that. So toner pads, I die by them. And we cannot forget face masks. So when you get to Korea and you're shopping, you may notice that there's so many face masks. It may be a little overwhelming. I don't recommend the ones that you find like by the street. Like there are, like when you go by like Myeongdong or like popular areas in Seoul, you may notice that there's like vendors that sell like a lot of like, oh, 2-for-1 special, like 1+1 or 2+2. Like I have tried those face masks. For me personally, they do not work well for me. The only face mask that I actually get is from Olive Young, or an actual like skincare place. And this I got from Olive Young. I have a lot of family that live in Korea, and a lot of them did tell me that the Mediheal face packs are the best ones. So I did get one. I got the brightening one, and I actually used one a few days ago and it feels really, really nice, you guys. The next day when I wake up, like, because I do it right before bed, and the next day my skin just feels like plump and bouncy. And this one's specifically for brightening, but this one definitely good. It at least hydrates really, really well. I don't know about brightening yet, but we will see in time. This is the same brand that made toner pads, and they do have a lot of different face masks that cater to different skin concerns. But they have some for like hydration or like irritation, like soothing. But this one specifically is for brightening because that is what I wanted. I just didn't like my skin looking very dull. And I am saving the best for last. if you guys know me personally, I put everyone on sunscreen. All of my friends, or most of my friends, they don't wear sunscreen, and I have to emphasize so much about how important it is, especially when I live in such a very sunny area. I can't emphasize the importance of sunscreen enough. Every time I recommend one sunscreen to all my friends that don't know much about sunscreen. It's called 자작나무 수분 선크림. And I'll put a picture right here. And this sunscreen has been rated #1 for so many years. And it is the most popular sunscreen in the US if you're into K-beauty and in Korea. So I've tried this for the first time maybe around 4 to 5 years ago. And this has been the best sunscreen that I've used. I've used other sunscreens as well. I used to use American sunscreens a lot when I was younger. They just seem to break me out a little bit. They're a little too oily. It honestly sometimes feels oily and dry at the same time, if that makes sense. I used to use this one right here. I used it for years and I never understood like why my skin is so flaky and why when I put makeup over it, like it just doesn't look very good. But this is so hydrating, you guys. Like even for oily skin or dry skin, I recommend this sunscreen. And they always come with 1+1, so they always have 2 in one package, which I love. And I already had like 5 of these stocked up in my skincare cabinet, but I had to stock up more because it's that good. And in my next video, I'm going to tell you guys everything I got from Jeju Island. Jeju Island had honestly, I had the best experience at Jeju Island. I went there for around 5 nights, 6 days. And if you do visit Korea, I strongly recommend you to, if you can, definitely go to Jeju Island because it's so peaceful, it's so beautiful. There's so much to like explore there, and I had a really fun time. So if you guys want to see more of that, it'll be in the next video. And thank you so much for watching. If you have anything that you want to see, do let me know in the comments. And thank you so much for watching. Please do subscribe. And if you don't know my socials, you can find it in my description. And thank you so much for watching. Bye.